his position is actually higher than that of an apostle. Please get that one very clearly. That's another thing I like to say. There's an element of awkward humility. There's an element of awkward humility in Dr. Adeboye coming forward and say, I'm an apostle. There's an element of awkward humility in William Kumuyi coming out to say, I'm an apostle. Because they are really not apostles. They are higher than apostles. They are higher than apostles. The Lord Jesus Christ does not call them apostles. The Lord Jesus Christ in Matthew chapter 24 verse 24 calls them Christ. Please get that one very clearly. It's not only that these people are not apostles, because there are no apostles of the Lord Jesus Christ in the Christian faith on earth today. These are actually people who aspire to position that is higher than that of apostle. They are actually Christ. Everybody that you hear in Nigeria describing himself an apostle, every one of them is actually not an apostle. Because the position of apostle is not vacant. It's not available for anybody to take. They are using it in order to scam people. To scam people who do not know what you have in the Bible. That you cannot be an apostle unless you have physically seen Christ. Unless you have physically seen him. So they are not apostles. Dr. Adeboye is not an apostle. It's actually Christ. It's actually Christ. According to what you have in Matthew chapter 24 verse 24, Dr. Adeboye is actually Christ. The sad thing is that, like every other one, it's actually a false Christ. I want to tell you that in case any miracle has ever happened in the ministry of Dr. Adeboye or anybody who is into Pentecostalism or Word of Faith, once in a while some miracles happen of a truth. They blow these so-called miracles up. They are not real miracles. They are not real miracles. You don't have a situation where somebody's arm is withered, and Dr. Adeboye now does some magic, waves his handkerchiefs, this handkerchief that he has been promoting, and then the hand is restored whole. You don't have any, Dr. Adeboye does not have any example. In spite of all his boast, he does not have any example of anybody, any paralyzed person, any person who has suffered from polio, for example, coming to his camp, and after Dr. Adeboye touched his body or his leg, his foot, with his handkerchief, the poliomyelitis disappears. You don't have any such person. There are no confirmed miracle ever performed by Dr. Adeboye. There is none. Please get that one very clearly. There are some instances of some hidden psycho miracles. There are some. I've been having migraine in this part of my head. And now that I use Dr. Adeboye's handkerchief to rub it, the migraine has disappeared. Of course, in another 72 hours, the migraine will reappear. Psychosomatic illnesses that are from your brain, all those kind of things. Those are the miracles, basically, that has been happening in the ministry of every one of these people. Everyone that is telling you that is performing miracle, everyone that is hawking miracle, every one of them, including William Kumuyi and the rest of them, no miracle happens to them in their ministries. None. Because they are not servants of the Lord Jesus Christ. They are not. So God is not coming to confirm their ministry, to authenticate their ministry by actually performing miracles. He's not doing it. If God were doing it, William Kumuyi's wife would be alive today. If God were doing it. In spite of all the claims of William Kumuyi about miracles upon miracles upon miracles that have been happening in his ministry, they are all lies. If miracles of healing, of unfailing healing that you have from the mouth of Dr. Adeboye, if it were true, Daddy Adeboye will be alive today. His own son will be alive today. The fact that his son is not here with us should tell you there's some element of truth in what I'm telling you. And I'm telling you that what I'm telling you is not that there are element of truth in it. That is the only truth. That is the only truth. If you love yourself, you pick the Bible. You pick humility. It's so overwhelming that the only thing they can do is to broadcast it. The devil has sent people from among themselves to use their culture to con them. I hope if you are Yoruba, that would be. I hope you understand what I've just said. The devil has used people among themselves, people who are not children of God, to use their culture of deference, to use their culture of respect to con them. So that you have people who pretend to wear the garb of humility, using that garb of humility in order to deceive them. With the garb of humility, you are not supposed to examine whatever anybody says, particularly if the person is higher than you in social status or age. It's actually not being true.
Thank you, my people, for listening, for watching as well. You just heard the undiluted truth from true Christian faith. They are not lying, no. Everything is said, I've touched on this channel. Maybe not as deep as he has touched, because knowledge does not end with somebody. We are all learning every day. I learn a lot from true Christian faith. Please go there and watch it in full. I'm going to do part 3. This is part 2. They are liars, so me, I've been telling you, because I go to their churches and I know the Spirit of God in you will tell you. All these people that is following them, they are not of God. They don't know their Bible themselves. That's why they are still following them. I see you on my next video. Bye for now. Part 3 loading.